organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up on Daily Iowan TV, see how one group of students is using their passion for gardening to provide a healthy service for the university.
Plus, microchips in animals? We'll explain.
And in sports, find out who Daily Iowan crowned Coach of the Year.
That's all coming your way next.
Daily Iowan TV starts now.
I'm Tom Brokaw. For more than 100 years now, the University of Iowa community has been waking up to the Daily Iowan. Today, it's the largest newsroom in eastern Iowa. And now you can see the news every night on Daily Iowan TV and get it anytime worldwide at dailyiowan.com.
Welcome to your Monday edition of Daily Iowan TV. I'm Christina Targos.
And I'm Brad Maxwell. According to data released by the U.S. Census Bureau, the commute to work for many Iowans is lower than the national average. Iowa tied with Kansas for the 7th shortest commute in the nation with just over 19 minutes. The national average is 25 minutes. North Dakota enjoyed the nation's shortest work commute at just over 16 minutes. Iowans average 11.5-mile trek to work, according to the Iowa Department of Transportation.
The trial has been delayed for a former University of Iowa rower who is suing the school. Margaret Krusing claims that excessive workout regimens and poor supervision by coaches led her to develop a dangerous muscle syndrome. A hearing to reschedule the trial will take place next week. The trial is expected to take place sometime in the coming months.
The Iowa City Animal Shelter takes in many stray pets that are separated from their owners, but a high-tech procedure could help reunite the two. The procedure is called microchipping and involves inserting a small chip around the size of a grain of rice into the animal. If the animal is lost, police stations, veterinarians, and animal shelters can scan the chip to link the pets back to their owners. The average cost of microchipping runs around $50, but the Iowa City Animal Care Center is hosting a special clinic on Saturday where the procedure will only cost $5. Officials from the Animal Care Center say the chip will not only increase happy endings of lost pets, but also allow owners to permanently identify their animals.
Microchips come into play in a lot of different circumstances, not just getting an animal home, but keeping them safe, ensuring that they can be treated when they need to be, and also in circumstances of theft.
The clinic will run on Saturday, May 12th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at Midwest One Bank in Coralville. For more information, contact the Iowa City Animal Care and Adoption Center.
The 3 Iowa judges who were ousted after voting to legalize same-sex marriage in Iowa in 2009 have been honored with the John F. Kennedy Profile and Courage Award. The award was presented by Caroline Kennedy, the only surviving child of the late president, at a ceremony in Boston on Monday. In a statement to the Associated Press, Kennedy said, quote, "The 3 judges are interesting and courageous on many levels. Like many of the people who get this award, they don't consider that they are doing anything particularly courageous. They just feel they're doing what's right. They're doing their job," end quote. Robert Ford, U.S. Ambassador to Syria, was also honored for the persistent attempts to bring peace to Syria despite repeated threats to his safety.
University dining services are responsible for feeding thousands of students and staff on a daily basis, but few know where the food comes from before entering the marketplace. Earlier looked at how one student organization is growing delicious produce for the university while keeping sustainability in mind.
This land was made for you and me.
An appreciation for the land, a driving force behind one of the university's premier sustainability groups, the UI Gardeners. Since the University of Iowa Student Garden was established in 2009, the Gardeners have been committed to growing delicious and healthy produce without the use of any pesticides, herbicides, or artificial fertilizers. The Gardeners have also made significant efforts to reach out to the local community. Workshops, open houses, and community celebrations welcome all age groups to the garden to learn some practical skills or just simply have fun. But while community outreach is important, Chelsea Krish suggests keeping everything local makes the entire process more environmentally efficient.
We're going for this closed loop system where, we grow the food here, we sell it to the IMU, they compost it, we get the compost from the city.
Producing both healthy and sustainable crops has become a central focus for the UI Gardeners, and students may be taking a bite into these delicious fruits and veggies without even knowing.
All of our crops that we grow here, though, we sell to the IMU, and then they use it in their catering services and dining halls.
Almost every bit of food produced by the UI Gardeners is used by university dining services, And even with the food being so delicious, some top UI chefs suggest the benefits of producing locally are nearly endless.
It's probably the best produce that you can buy because it's, made in our backyard. It cuts down on truck time. It increases all the benefits that you would imagine with a sustainable source right here in town.
Many sustainability advocates on campus have become highly supportive of the UI Gardeners' current efforts.
It's been very well received by the campus planning organization. We get a lot of support from the sustainability office here on campus. A couple of the students actually work in that office.
Ilsa DeWald is one of those students currently working in the sustainability office while also receiving her certificate of sustainability from the University of Iowa. And while Ilsa appreciates all of her time in the garden, she suggests it's all part of the big sustainability picture.
We often call our garden like a living laboratory, an educational outdoor classroom, because of how many things you learn from like a mistake that you made, whether it's watering not enough, too soon, and it's just kind of that feedback.
The gardeners then use this feedback to help guide and plan for future projects.
We're starting a new herb garden there right behind Burge, so we'll be growing herbs there this summer and selling it to the dining halls.
Regardless of the current project, UI Gardeners are committed to providing healthy and delicious produce to students at the University of Iowa. I'm Brad Maxwell, Daily Iowan TV.
Still to come on Daily Iowan TV, summer break is nearly here. How are you spending it? We'll take a look at a growing trend among students with summer internships.
And in sports, find out what has attracted so many fans to Iowa, putting Iowa City at the top of charts as a Big Ten school. But first, let's check in with Daily Iowan TV's Stefan Duran for a look at today's weather forecast.
Thanks, Brad. After having a calm, sunny start to finals week today, we can expect more of the same tomorrow. In the morning, we can expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 57 degrees, and as the day goes on, temperatures will increase to the upper 60s with clear skies. Then tomorrow evening, we will see temperatures dip back down into the upper 50s. After we have a calm day tomorrow, we can expect more of the same later in the week. Looking at our extended forecast, we can expect more upper 60-degree temperatures on Wednesday. Things start to heat up a bit on Thursday and Friday, though. Highs will be back up into the low to mid-70s with sunny skies and lows only down into the 50s. As school finishes this coming weekend, temperatures continue to stay the same with mostly sunny skies and temperatures around 70. Although finals week may be stressful to some students, this week's weather is something they can look forward to. Back to you guys.
A new report by researchers at Duke University shows that obesity rates in the U.S. will continue to grow over the next 2 decades. The report indicates that currently 1/3 of the population is considered obese, and that number is expected to reach 42% by 2030. The research also suggests that by 2030, 11% of the population will be severely obese, meaning 100 pounds or more overweight, which would nearly double the current rate. Obesity rates have led to an increase in diabetes, heart disease, and other health conditions that have contributed to the nation's rising healthcare bill.
And graduation is approaching, and a batch of fresh graduates will enter the workforce. How can these graduates turn their degrees into dollar signs? Eric Don has a story on what you can do this summer to get one step ahead.
With summer only a week away, UI students feel the heat in the classroom. But what will they do when class is dismissed?
We're going to Europe.
I'm probably going to go to the bar and grab myself a stiff whiskey Coke.
I actually don't have a job at all, so I'm going to try to find some work.
I'm going to graduate here. I'm going to slowly build my confidence, and I'm going to enter the workforce.
While some students look to have a good time, others will look for ways to build their careers. The university provides students the opportunity to meet with advisors who help get them summer internships, a pivotal step in landing that first job.
One of the things I try to do is connect students with opportunities. Interning is a great place to get your name out, get people to know who you are and what you're capable of. It's an opportunity to meet people.
Students have the ability to access career services online in the comfort of their very own room. These resources allow students a great way to network for new career opportunities. HireAHawk.com is an online resource which allows students to upload resumes and search for internships. The site is devoted to help find a job that's fit just for you.
We've had over 4,000 on-campus interviews this year, both for internships and full-time jobs. We just got the placement numbers back for full-time jobs from last year, and we're at 94% placed for business majors, and for liberal arts and science majors we're at 92%, and that's 6 months after graduation.
Taking advantage of these services is a proven way to help you get one foot in the door with future employers. This is Eric Dawn, Daily Iowan TV.
And now we'll see what's happening in Hawkeye sports with Daily Iowan TV's Kate Constable.
Being a Big Ten town has its advantages, and Iowa City is no exception. Recently, it has hosted several major events, and the economy is enjoying the effects. Daily Iowan TV Sports' Nick Robertson found out what the city thinks about all the attention.
Every fall, college towns reap the benefits from college football's popularity. Millions of dollars feed into the local economies as thousands of fans congregate to bars, restaurants, and local stores to prepare for the game. However, Iowa City was able to host several events that brought even more visitors into town. In February and March, the men and women's Big Ten swimming and diving and gymnastic championships were held in the University Wellness and Recreation Center and Carver Hawkeye Arena, respectively, bringing fans from all across Big Ten country to Iowa City. Iowa also hosted an NIT first-round game in front of a record-breaking crowds. Then the biggest event of the spring was the Olympic wrestling trials that were held in April. Even though the city couldn't give me any exact numbers about how much money went into the economy from these events, they say anytime you hold a big event in the city, it'll help. That's why if anything of interest comes around the corner, you can bet they'll be vying for it.
There's an opportunity for the community to host an event like the Olympic Trials or even a Big Ten championship, but anything over and above a regular Big Ten schedule, we're very interested in hosting, and I know the university is as well. The Olympic Trials was a great opportunity to bring thousands of visitors to this community.
Schomburger also says it's not just the community itself that brings events to the city.
As university facilities continue to improve and our market grows, there'll be a lot more opportunities for us. I think there'll be these opportunities that come up, and when they make sense with the university's calendar, we'll go after them.
With ever-improving facilities and a reputation for creating record-breaking crowds, Iowa City natives could get used to seeing images like this. I'm Nick Robertson, Daily Iowan TV, Sports.
It's award week on Daily Iowan TV, and men's basketball is clearing up early. Our freshman of the year yesterday was Aaron White, and now Fran McCaffrey is coach of the year. White Magic beat out 4 other deserving candidates, but his riding the ship in Carver was enough. 2 years removed from the program's worst season ever, Fran McCaffrey guided the Hawkeye men's basketball team to a winning year and a postseason victory. The man known as Fran is a charismatic contrast to previous coaches. McCaffrey has returned local fans a program with a signature up-tempo style of play. The second year also allowed Fran a full year of recruiting. Aaron White and Josh Oglesby proved capable of contributing at a Division I school in their first season. The numbers never lie, and McCaffrey's squad improved virtually in every record that matters. A winning overall record is going 500 against top 25 teams, both distancing themselves from disappointing numbers a year before. And the future is bright for the third season of McCaffrey, with an acclaimed recruiting class featuring top 40 center and 7-footer Adam Woodbury. Fans are especially excited about Woodbury choosing Iowa over other elite schools, UNC, Ohio State, and Wisconsin. So congratulations to Fran McCaffrey. Pick up a copy of tomorrow's Daily Iowan for more about his successful season, and tune in tomorrow when we announce the Male Athlete of the Year. Christina and Brad, back to you guys.
Before we leave you tonight, did you see this? Avengers Assemble. If you saw the Earth's Mightiest Heroes this weekend in theaters, you helped Marvel break a box office record. The Washington Post reported the summer blockbuster made roughly $200 million in sales this weekend, making it the highest-grossing opening movie in history. Some other films that were abuzz in theaters this weekend, like The Hunger Games, don't even come close to the cash that The Avengers made in its debut. We can only look forward to seeing how the competition picks up the pace for more sure to be the summer hits this season.
And only with Daily Iowan TV can you get a sneak peek into the print version of Tuesday's Daily Iowan. Read about a new study on an increase in coupon usage as the economy remains slow.
And imagine accessing all the UI's wireless services on another college campus. Get the details on a new wireless service the UI is adopting this summer.
Well, that's your Monday edition of Daily Iowan TV. Be sure to check us out at the same time tomorrow or anytime online at dailyiowan.com.
Thanks for watching and have a great night.